Alright, well, I don't have half the lights on. Jesus. There we go, that's more like it. Okay. Whew. Alright, now before we get too into it. Oh yes, a Honkai Star Rail advertisement right before I hear about the update on the forest fires in Nova Scotia. Thank you.
Here, so I want to tell you that today, the province is the first step to try to ease some of the financial stress in a small way that you're feeling. The province announced that there'll be immediate support available for those households in evacuated areas, $500. We're going to work with the Red Cross to make that funding available to you as soon as possible. I'm truly sorry as your premier for what you're going through. Your province is truly sorry for what you're going through, and we will be there to support you as possible can as a province. We also know that those who are operating comfort centers are under pressure and stress to do what they can to support their people who are using those comfort centers. So we'll look for ways to support those running the comfort centers as well. And finally, for our first responders, our volunteer firefighters coming from across the province to help. We know that pressure you're feeling as well in so many ways, but yet you're stepping up yet again to help our communities. So the province will put forward some programs that will try to provide some financial support to your volunteer firefighters who are traveling across the province, help another area. Ways to support those volunteer firefighters, mileage, and also the departments themselves, who are pushing gear out around the province, not without a cost as well. So as a province, we'll be there for those volunteer fire departments and volunteer firefighters who are stepping up to help those communities. We'll continue to look for more ways to support Nova Scotians as the Look, we know the pressure that's being felt across the province. We appreciate the work of everyone out there who's doing everything they can to protect property, but most of all to protect human life. So thank you for everything you're doing. Also, Mr. Russian, be prepared to speak further to it, but there's a provincial-wide burn ban now in place. The ban is province-wide.
I like how our province waited until half of the province was on fire before instating a province-wide burn ban. We've had like an unimaginable amount of dry weather for a while now, with just sun, barely any rain to speak of, and all of a sudden, you know, they had like a couple of burn bans in like very specific spots, but nothing major. And now that the province is on fire, they're like, you know what? Maybe we should put that on for the whole province.
So far this fire season, an incredibly busy fire season. We've had 183 fires during this early part of the fire season, up to 12 yesterday.
183 fires in this season so far, and they didn't have a province-wide fucking ban yet.
So we will get through this. We will get through this together. Do what you can to support your friends and neighbors. Do what you can to support those in need. That's what Nova Scotians do each and every time. For us, step up, they do step up.
Oh my god, shut up, Tim. We don't need to hear, like, the pep talk every time. We just need to know the information and that you're doing some shit.
Thank you.
For fuck's sakes. I am begging,
Premier,
begging
DNR,
politicians to learn how to speak in a cadence that doesn't make them sound like a fake asshole.
we're in an unprecedented fire response. Placed more than 15,000 residents working. We have not expanded the yesterday, which some hope that perhaps the situation is stable. So far, we have been fortunate that we have support, loss of life, number of homes lost. But we're not prepared to put a number on it. Many residents need our care and support. Very challenging situation for everybody with the evacuation. For others who are in the vicinity, their neighbors. Do not re-enter the evacuation. Please allow emergency responders to stop, focus on fighting the fire. We are saying to people to pay attention to official channels, and some people need to be prepared to leave on very short notice. Think about your plan for pets, medication, insurance, identification documents you might need. You might need to have 70 hours of fire situation continues to be serious and it is hard to predict. It is a wind-driven fire. Our fire service, along with the Department of Natural Resources, is working exceptionally hard against challenging conditions. We owe them a great debt of gratitude. Together they have protected schools, facilities, and tourism. Right now, as an example of what resources we have in Halifax, fire with 15 tankers, 8 engines, 2 DND, brush units, 6 out fighting the fire. Rapidly changing situation. We are getting accurate information out. Have evacuation centers set up 24 hours at Canada Gang Center. We have daytime comfort centers at Beaverbank Pinsack Community Center and Black Point. Staffed up to 311 to respond to questions. Residents encourage, ask, been evacuated, register for 311. I want to just acknowledge this is a terrible circumstance, but positive aspect is how well and organized the province here. Reflect and others, our fire chief, police are all in this building, provincial officials in this building. Everybody is pulling together to fight the fire. I want to thank the Premier and I want to thank Mr. Laura last night contemplating declaring a state of local emergency. I called Mr. Laura, caught him in the car. His response immediately was, Mr. Mayor, whatever you need. Premier called. I spoke last night to Bill Blair. I spoke today to Prime Minister Trudeau. We've been assured of his support in whatever is needed today. I want to thank you. I want to extend my thoughts to those who are impacted, those who've been evacuated, those who aren't sure what the next days will bring. Thank you, first responders on the line. Very dangerous circumstance. I want to thank also volunteer firefighters from stating this is the spirit of Nova Scotia. The spirit that brought us through COVID.
Just took off like a bat out of hell.
Tough circumstances. Spirit that thanks to everybody who's volunteering. Wondering what you can do. Fire.
Oh dear.
Very much.
Wow, they really almost stuck me in an infinite fall.
So I'm here to give an update for the Department of Natural Resources wildfire situation in the province, and speak, of course, to the couple of priority fires. We've had 183 total fires to date in the province. Currently, we have 8 active fires around the province, and 2 of which are at a control priority. The fire in Tantallon is still estimated at 788 hectares. One kind of good news story that we're hearing so far from officials on the site is there minimal growth on that fire in terms of wildland fire activity. So that is a glimmer of hope. We've got lots of Department of Natural Resources staff, volunteers, water resources, lots of monitors. As well as we have one of those land water bombers that are working on fires. They're working on the fire. In Barrington, a little different story. A very challenging day again. The last estimate on that fire, 6,270 hectares. Significant fire today. As of 2:30, working our for anyone to ongoing. Well, we have all of our department helicopters are out working on the fires. In addition, secured many local private operators of helicopters and as well. We also have one of the water. We have incident management teams in place for both fires to help organize I can assure you it's all hands on deck at Department of Natural Resources to ensure it is all services. In addition to the staff we've got committed to active fires, we also have staff supporting those fires back at the offices and also ready for starts. Premier had indicated our resources are stretched and limited, so we are prioritizing where we send resources. I'd like to give an update. As a lot of people are probably aware, we did send a 20-person crew. Called that group. Plans are in place, trying to get them back home to help us out. They had reports that they're in good spirits, but there's certainly wishing they could be here and help here. I'd like to also let everyone know we indicated we've reached far and wide for national and international partners to see what else is available for resources. We do have additional crews coming in from both PEI and Newfoundland within 24 to 48 hours as well. And there's plans to work to get an additional
Here at Mayor? Oh, sure.
Pardon me, I wanted to acknowledge my council colleagues who have been involved in this since last night. We were on the call last night when we were determining to call a local state of emergency, and they're all doing whatever they can to help. And I particularly want to acknowledge Pam Lovelace, who is the councillor for the area. She will not be going to her home tonight. She will be seeking refuge. She will work on behalf of her. Thank you for all the dedication.
Questions from in the room. To start with, please identify who your question is for. So
Oh boy, question time.
we do have a number of you registered on Zoom as well. So we'll start in the room and then we'll move to go ahead.
Yeah, so the priority is on fighting the fire. That's where the allocated to two significant fires that are in the province. We have spotted other fires in the province that are under control or being contained. We that are out of control are a big concern, and that's where resources are being spent. So in the process of, you know, some of the air power that's happening with the helicopters and the water trucks, during that process, pilots will observe some things. Oftentimes they can't. Visibility is not the greatest because of the smoke. So we do know that a number of structures.
Why are you even asking the question, how many homes have been lost? The fire isn't out, and you can't fucking go in and start counting structures.
Get that information. Right now, with the intensity of these fires, the resources are completely focused on tamping them back, but also safety of our so there's been significant structural damage here in these and our county massive. But good teams are working on it. Professional firefighting teams are working on it. I think the professionalism of the owners of these fires, think about 183 fires in this fire season. I think that's fire season. We would normally have 140 to 150,000, I think. Also a number that would shock me, is oftentimes the response is so quick. Whether or uncontained right now, we're very concerned about the structural damage, but currently right now, any new fire
Is it 50 houses, 100 houses? But give us some.
Oh my god, who the fuck is asking that question?
I guess this question's for Mayor Savage.
Oh,
or the municipal
fuck
side of
me.
things. How can we ensure communications are clear? The mapping inconsistencies were noted.
Like, ask why it took so long for local media to pick up on these fires so that the people in the affected areas were able to actually have up-to-date information and not rely on some random dude who was, like, live streaming the fucking, like, police radio all fucking afternoon. Like, ask that question. Asking the premier, hey, how many houses are, like, you know, it seems like you're just restricting information there, Tim. Hey, how many houses do you think you're... Motherfucker! The fires are huge! Many houses, probably. How are we supposed to know? It's still on fire. We're not sending in auditors in the middle of a fucking raging flame fest to be like, oh, well, that's one house, and that's two houses, and that's just partially burned. As the world is burning around, oh, it's just, yeah, look, whew, man, it's getting awfully hot in here, 6. Why can't I'm having a hard time like, what in the fuck? Why? What a waste of a question.
Very clearly, the list of evacuated areas versus the original maps that are coming out were showing two different stories. Obviously, communication is critical. It's kind of talking through that and what's being done to ensure clear communication.
I want to commend our comms folks. Well, 24 hours. Until last night, decisions were being made and what was not. Big decisions. America was very involved in things. Very fast.
Don't mind us.
I did a video a couple of hours ago
Just
showing people where the map is in the area,
strolling through.
but also in the area of local emergency, which will act, tell people. So I think the information we're getting
Don't worry about us.
circumstances,
Just
a lot of
passing by.
On the prevention side of things, I guess I just wonder how can people find out what's happening with their homes? Obviously, those who were forced to leave, that's got to be top of mind. What can folks do to
Oh no, you're mistaken, Pastor. This is not Steven. This is Eiffel 65.
Evacuation orders, I think it would be fair to say that those evacuation aspects will be in place for days. Not take some period of time to get these fires under control. People can safely return back to their homes. No, incredibly, people not knowing what they may be returning to, and certainly not return to the same shape. Stressful that is. The most up-to-date information people have access to the internet via ocean.ca /alerts page. The information continue to evolve. We'll try to get the most up-to-date information to people there. But this is a time when we need to pull together as communities.
He's more turquoise than blue. Well, given the fact there's no truly blue horse. Also, I named this horse in like fucking 2017, whatever the fuck. That's a horse from my Breath of the Wild playthrough.
It's going to take time, and it will require some patience. We will get through this. The amount of resources.
Is there any hope I can get through here without killing these guys? Probably not.
Professionalism of those people who are out there right now is incredibly stressful.
So the problem right now is we only have 5 arrows and there's 2 like-likes.
Protect people and protect property. They're putting everything they have in. So we'll do our best to get the information out there to people. Cooperation in that process as we distribute information in a very, very, very fast situation. Very fast. 24 hours. These fires is pretty breathtaking. So it's happening fast. The team, resources, the people that are focused on fighting these fires are doing everything they can to get them.
Well, in every evacuation, concern, understandable. We need to make sure that people
We do have a number of questions on the phone, so we'll go there now. We'll start with Brian.
Ow!
Nova Scotia. Go ahead, Brian.
I'm not sure who this question would be to, but I see that a number of,
Dick?
Of schools were dismissed today early. Some of them great distance away from the fire. Why is it here?
Have a number of people who are maybe living in an evacuation area, but teaching or working in an educational facility in close proximity, but maybe not in the evacuated area. So I think what we're trying to do is just have show some passion in keeping people safe, in how things function in the evacuated areas for sure, but in the broader community, just be get through this situation that we're facing right now. So, Minister of Education would be able to speak. I would definitely say that it's Springer. It's been my direction that we use some common sense of asking in those may not be directly in the evacuation, may not right be path of the fire, but certainly have connection with this
You, Premier. Brian, do you have a follow-up question?
Let's go.
And Premier, I guess this one is more for you. I gather from what we've learned over the last few hours that Nova Scotia doesn't have a water bomber of its own. I'm just wondering if that's correct, and if it is correct, why it is. Did
Money.
that make any difference? Would it have made a difference if we had one on hand?
No, we have helicopter capacity and helicopter. I guess you can imagine that 183 fires so far this fire season. There's been a lot of success in camping back fires that are starting around the province. 183 around the province. We have two that are out of significant right now, and right even as we see number that are under control or being contained. So I think the air capacity that we have for the helicopter needs to look at that, but also the bomber capacity. I believe Newfoundland 4 or 5, New Brunswick has some, and we
This is a really long roundabout way of Tim saying, there's other provinces nearby, and we can just borrow their shit.
Fast moving, very dry conditions, very windy conditions, and even when you think about deploying the water bomb, very windy conditions, their effectiveness and the level of additional risk and danger that you take in deploying them, these are constant factors. So were they a factor in the speed of these fires? The investigation showed that, but I would just say there's significant resources for fighting fires in this province, and they do a pretty darn good job. But sometimes
Okay.
Mother Nature.
I mean, I'm here. Do I want to try and do the
Next we'll
other
go to Keith
tower?
with the Canadian Press. Go ahead, Keith.
Probably not.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay.
What I need to do is I need to go buy more arrows.
This is for
Or something.
but wind speed and its direction, as well as rainfall. The Premier just alluded to this, but are they out of the norm? Historic norm?
I didn't quite. Kind of broke up a little bit there, but I believe the question is about wind speeds and possibly whether we're seeing abnormal thing right now. I don't know. Maybe Scott, you want to speak to that?
I think, as I understood the question, were the weather conditions factor facing, and I would say that's our main challenge. An extraordinary dry spring. What I understand, way below average for rainfall. The forests are dry, and yesterday was extremely windy. Down in Barrington, we've been fighting
Ooh, a
dry
pumpkin!
conditions since Friday, and so that a contributing factor to why the
Michael, do you have a follow-up question?
Yes, I do. Just to clear it for Mr. Kingley, if he wants to say anything more. My question was whether it's out of historical significantly. That was the question. But I have a follow-up as well. Do you want to add something, or is that for me?
Just, I guess I'd reiterate in terms of whether it's abnormally, I'd say abnormally dry spring. I don't think the wind itself was abnormal. We get windy days. That extraordinary that way. It's just the combination of dry conditions plus the wind, the low humidity also. All that came into play basically since Friday.
Oh, God.
to CBC's Blair Roads. Go ahead, Blair.
He had a follow-up, he just got cocked.
Follow-up.
Michael, sorry, did you have a follow-up?
There's two numbers being floating around. Fire department talking about 14,000 people being evacuated, and mayor is talking about 16,000. So perhaps the mayor or somebody could explain what is the correct number of evacuees.
I might ask Eric Fleck if she wants to answer that. Director of Emergency.
Good afternoon, everybody. The number that we're using right now is 16,429. That's based on the stats and data and the emergency IS system. That is the most accurate and up-to-date.
Thank you, Erica. Okay.
Just if I may, just on that, just Michael, that would be the Tantalin Fire, the HRM evacuations. The situation in Shelburne, this is a significant fire. It's a fast-moving fire. Evacuation areas have been extended throughout Shelburne County, Barrington as well, and even beyond now. So the number of evacuations across the province would be significantly higher than 16,000 we had in the Shelburne fire situation. So, and again, we would just say to people, we know how stressful it is to be asked to leave your home and not know when you're going to be able to return, and not know what you might be returning to.
Oh,
whenever
God,
you
Adam.
return.
It's the fucking A button.
Stressful. But you must respect the evacuation order. It's for you.
Oh, shit.
Please stay away from evacuated areas. Allow the crews to fight these fires at the same time.
Thank you. Now we'll go to CBC's Blair Roads. Go ahead, Blair.
We've heard from some evacuees that they weren't given sufficient notice.
Calm down. We just swimming up through solid rock. Oh yeah, okay, so it's a new ability. Apparently, it was originally just a dev tool that they had to help them, go through places. At some point, somebody internally was like, hey, but what if we just, made that a thing? And they were like, fuck it. So, yeah, there's your answer. Alright, what are we looking for here? She's gonna be okay left to right for the most part. We just need to get her to not fall over. So we're gonna just... something like that. And then we're gonna... slap that on there. And that on there. And we're literally just gonna trap the sign. Oh wait, it's on a hill. It's gonna want to fall over. Okay, hold on. Instead of... no, I'm definitely gonna have to, yeah. Fine, fine. They were smart enough to put it on a hill. There you go. Boom. Where'd I res? Oh, did I put that in the wrong fucking... Wait, is this tall enough by like this? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, rip. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, hold on. Don't. You bastard. Come on. Need to find a way to just keep her level for a second. There we go. Slide that bitch in there. Now, theoretically, it's only going to want to go in that direction. But that might not be the case. If that's the case, then I just have to add some shit on the sides. And it'll work. Stable as a rock. Look at that. Yes, we picked up the arts and crafts.
They felt very rushed and panicky. Wondering if you
I will miss you, Joe. Have it. It's sad. You know, I can't even really imagine. Beautiful, sunny Sunday afternoon. Then you're probably out in the yard, maybe with your family or with your pets working. You're just having a beautiful day. And then somebody comes along, says, fire, you're going to have to leave. I don't, can't even imagine what amount of time to properly prepare somebody. Evacuations are certainly not taken lightly. Team that makes those decisions.
How the hell did you get up there?
Every one of those evacuations. So, you know the evacuations are taking them. Very tough. Around, communicating and knocking on doors.
Okay, so the other one is
There's nothing easy.
over there. While we go through, we'll take a stop at the landing and see if we can restock on some shit.
Claire, do you have a follow-up question? Oh, sorry.
It's a good question, but I want to go back to being in the field last week. Erica had told the fire department, RCMP, this was a very dynamic situation. It just simply wasn't a lot of time. And I can tell you that there would be people,
Ah!
many people,
Oh, I thought I hit that for a second.
sitting in the EOT and hear fire that jump away. Take be careful. Haven't
Claire, do you have a follow-up question?
Yes, you announced a total ban on fires. Has there been any consideration given total ban on travel in woodlands?
Ah, the depths.
That question. It's something that we've been discussing, but as we go forward and talk with the activity that's going on in the western area, that is certainly the route where the extreme fire was taking place. Most of the activity that people were talking about, forestry activity, most of those activities have already taken place.
Yeah. shifts. There's no daytime shifts. But that is an ongoing conversation with the department. I mean, as of about an hour ago. So we are having those conversations. We did put in place the fire bans for the province of Nova Scotia for the time being. That will expand into the 25th. We'll either look at it on a weekly basis or reevaluate the extent of the But we believe we've taken all the measures necessary right now. And there's really no indication that of what these causes of fires have been. I guess I would ask, allow the time for the activity to fight the fire right now.
Oh, we were getting the camera finally.
Next, we'll go to Heidi Broderick. Go ahead, Heidi.
Sorry, had to unmute. I do want to talk about burn bans and just some thought that perhaps a burn ban for the province should have been enacted sooner in the weekend during the hot, dry conditions.
That's a good question.
Yes, thank you for that question. There's been conversation a few weeks ago. We had the fire in Digby, and then we had some rain in the area. These conversations are ongoing on a regular basis for burn ban. But having said that, the burn map is on the website every day at 2 o'clock. And if you look, the western area has actually been in a burn ban situation for quite some time. In fact, the red extreme burn ban and been there for quite some time. There is a difference between campsites, original campsites that are in a campfire atmosphere. That's what we actually look well on top of bring up every day. As of right now, there's no burning anywhere in the province. We need our resources on that circumstances that we have right now. We need active fires. We need those resources. Resources away from there for the fire that people like campfires. So we do evaluate those.
Heidi, do you have a follow-up question?
I do. This one would be likely for Ms. Fleck, but I am wondering about communications and mapping. You know, the evacuation area map evolved a couple times. It had an error the first time. There's no street names on it. It's not. Like, I'm just trying to imagine someone who just moved here or something. They're not familiar with all these neighborhood areas. Is there any way to improve mapping so you can be more specific?
I can't buy anything from you, or are you the one that I'm buying from? No? Oh, I have to walk up to it. Why is this? Okay.
Next, we'll go to
Hi, my question is for Scott Tingley from Natural Resources and Renewables. Is there any indication as to what caused the fires?
Specific cause. Fires are.
So, all of the fire in this province right now, because there's been no lightning, every single fire started by humans. Why are people so dumb?
I also want to know, as my follow-up, also for you, Mr. Tingley, the forecast in the next days, do you have any indication of that and what impact you expect that will have?
The forecast is not favorable. Dry weather. Like I said earlier, favorable reports coming back are fire growth. Encouraging. In fact, we're going to challenge shelter. Very investment.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. What is this, fucking girls club? Let me in, I'm trying to fuck!
I think this would be for the Premier. We've received a fair amount of reports of people in our area having issues with either their internet service provider, cell phone coverage. I'm wondering if that's an issue that's been discussed in the emergency management office, and if you guys are aware of network issues struggling with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for that. There he is. Fighting fire. Good thing.
I know you can hear me. Figure it out.
Yeah, my follow-up was, I sort of answered it, that, are the ISPs those people present? They are there, so, I guess clarification for you have there, and
Alright, well thank God we have our arrows for a while.
Hi, this question is for Premier Houston and Mayor Sam. As the fire started, communications response to the wildfires was non-existent. Outside of a citizen on Twitter posting updates of the fires, there really was no source of information. Why did this happen?
Thank you. Somebody finally asked the question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
What up, Plart?
What I would say, these fires started very, very
How you doing today, Plart? We're about to go get some more goatsy in our lives. Oh, right, it's a day off. Excellent. What's going on the Barbie? We're learning how to throw again? I've already done this, but okay. You're throwing harder than last time? Is Canada on fire? Nova Scotia is hella on fire.
Thank you, Pat. So, 24 hours ago, very few
So, I've got it, but how do I go to throw it?
Yes, I do. Speaking about
I'm pressing R, both R's. Do I have to drop it first? Then, but that doesn't make any sense.
He protocol, how can that be so that they can be alert?
Yeah, thanks for Pat and the advantage of the viewers. It's always something that is operating. We know that these
Am I high? It literally just says up on D-pad and then just fucking... Like I can do that. But that's just dropping it.
Hi there. Not sure questions exactly, but there are a lot of.
Do I have to have nothing in my hand?
What's happened to their houses, and they can get back and see it, see what's happened. I know that it's early, well game, and can have a fixed timeline. But in your experience, are we talking about days? Are we talking about a week or two?
Like that's to drop it. Bro, what the fuck is happening? What it... Does anyone know the answer to this question? How the fuck am I throwing from that mini, or the, quick menu? Because what it's telling me to do is just not...
They first job they have started back in April.
Wait, so I select, so I prime to throw a weapon, then go in here. You're not serious. You're not fucking serious. What the fuck is that logic? What?
Kind of a. Well, first of all, just wanted to find out if you have any ballpark figures for evacuations from shelter county and communities. Yeah.
Holy shit. That might be the, like, of all the ways they could have decided to do that, that might be on the bottom of the list. For, like, viable options.
Thank you to our participants. Thank you for those who joined us here on both group and online. Stay safe, everyone.
I mowed a dry lawn without a face mask? Oh, boy. Well... You got your fiber for the day. You're not supposed to technically intake the fiber through the lungs. I think the best answer to a question given by old Timmy Hugh was, when asked about having our own water bombers. And he was like, well, we got a couple of helicopters, and, you know, we work closely with Newfoundland and New Brunswick, and so, you know. Like, oh, you know, we're just gonna assume that every time we need to have their water bombers, they're available. You know, I'm sure there will never be a time in which there is perhaps a fire in which they are required in their own home province, while we are also having a fire, you know, seeing how we're geographically in very fucking close proximity and therefore likely to experience similar issues. I'm sure that's never going to happen. We are every time we need to have a water bomber. Okay. What up, Picnic? It's a video game. Some might say the greatest game of all time. The jury is out as to whether or not those people are also prone to smoking meth, but they do say it. Alright. We're out here. With or without teeth. It's, depending on the sheer amount of meth, possibly without teeth. See, this black horse gonna see me, and then everyone's gonna fucking, yeah, see? Holy shit, he didn't go anywhere. Got the survival instincts of a paperweight. Oh no, not the brown horse coming back to fuck me up again. As this horse decides to just, at the last possible second, here comes, look at this fucking guy. Huh. He's fucking everything up. Wow. That horse was so unconcerned it didn't even put up a fight. Well, no. Too easy. Didn't even put up a fight. This game would be so much better if it had the horsepower to run at 60 FPS with anti-aliasing. I'll even take 30 FPS if it just held 1080p, because the dynamic resolution and all of this grass and shit like that with certain lighting conditions, the flicker is nuts. It actually gave me a headache. And I never get headaches from games like this. It's so fucking rare. Like maybe, I think I said the other day, it was like 3 games ever have given me a headache. But, you know, yeah, like I could live, especially if it was 30 locked and not the dippity-doo bullshit this game has. But the opening area in this game looks like fucking ass. And I did a little clip the other day for the review that I might end up using, but you can actually see how many zones of quality they're using for like banding for like what's being drawn. There's at least 3. There might even be a 4th. One is about foot height. The other one is about where the bottom arrow in my quiver is, and then there's another one up around head height, and you can't predominantly see it outside, but when you're in a dungeon and it has like pretty like defined floor patterns, if you just walk slow, you can literally see the seam on like all 4 zones. And as you walk forward and backward, watch them as it's loading in lower quality texture and higher quality texture. Like, even if you look at the tiny little shards of grass, you'll be able to see them drawing in just out in front of me, around my feet. But it's not as noticeable out here. It's very minimal, but in that zone, or in that dungeon, it's very noticeable. I'm still doing shitty games done slow. It's never during GDQ events. It's just whenever Brian and I had the time. Oh, fancy. Around these trees and likes fruit. Well, there's only one thing to do. But yeah, Brian and I still plan on trying to do it. The difference is, you know, at this point, Shitty Games Done Slow the format will probably have to change to some degree. Brian actually is working like full-time, got his full ticket, electrician, crushing it like a fucking god. He's got an awesome lady friend now. They, and they're doing real well, and so, like, the free time of adulthood, where he's not in, like, an off-season where he's not working, is not the same. Like, when we started that series, it was because Brian didn't really have work in the absolute dead of winter, and so he could afford to just be at the house and we could just do stupid, crazy, long-form shit. But you know, that changes when you age. Word? Well, fuck me. I don't entirely know what to do with this information right now. She didn't see it. Oh man, we gotta go across the bridge and shit. That's a lot of beams of light, whatever the fuck they are. Oh, frame rate just cooking. Pretty sure that bird had a chest. This is not the time. What up, Shades? Okay. Wait, did he mark... Did this horse fucking mark... No, okay. What is going on here? So is that... Did they just show up and like mark all the fucking... caves? What up, Bound Combat? How you doing? Huh. Korean guy, you ready to be in the fucking sauce later, the big guy? You ready to be sauced up? Got the rum on deck. Oh yeah. So that horse is like the same species as these frogs, which is like the same as the rabbits. What's happening? Oh, it's the Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals in basketball. Which, if Boston wins tonight, will be the first reverse sweep in the history of the sport. Is there something fucking down here? Of course there is. Bro? Oh, we're about this life, are we? Okay. Special clothing, eh? Huh. Okay. Okay. Now there's which tree is it? Is that one right there. Remind myself in case all this shit disappears and we need to go make another sacrifice of memes. I don't want to hear about it, Eiffel 65. We got work to do. We ain't got time for you to be sassy. Get it together. Get it together. I see a golden apple. I needs it. Watching this makes me want to finish Breath of the Wild, but I know I won't. You never ended up finishing it? Was there any, like, particular reason for it? Oh my god, that is so many. There's so many of these. This has gotta be like every fucking cave in the area. Really? God, I hate how fucking useless the bows and shit are. Alright. I'll be back, Eiffel 65. Sore achy muscles make me feel unwell as I'm used to getting them when I'm ill. Shades. Shades. I say this with all the love in my heart. But you're a fucking band-aid. Get it together! Your body finally got some exercise. It's feeling, your body's like, oh shit! We're out, we did things! Oh my god! This is good, this is positive. I believe in you. I believe in you, hold strong. And get back out and do it again. In fact, more movement is often better, especially if you're just sore from walking, because just walking more will help ease the stiff and sore, because otherwise you'll seize up like a fucking rusty freaking chain. Already on that, yeah, Shades on the injury report. Oh boy. Yeah, these are just, I think they just marked every fucking cave. Bless them. We just gotta slow walk our way through here. Because we're not about that life. We got 4 hearts and a dream. Shady Anthony Davis fridge. Don't mind me, boys. Oh, word? Oh, I gotta be able to make some room for that. Eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger. Yeah, time to get in that ice bath. Time to bring out the ice bath. Alright, now hopefully, I'm about to make a lot of noise down here. Hopefully, it don't wake up the crew. We got enough bright bloom seeds to last us a while. Hold. Fuck. Oh my lord. What in the fuck? Holy shit. Okay. Righto. Oh my god. I am begging you to please allow me. Oh my god, you would. Roasted bass spear. What? This man deadass put a friggin' fish on the end of a spear as a weapon? I gotta go grab this rusty sword to put another rock on the end of it. Okay. Oh, word? It didn't even give me the fucking... That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate! This is just the other side of the cave. Huh. Okay, well, we'll go dig another hole. Don't miss that. There! Oh my lord. I need 16 fucking weapons just to get around here. Okay. That was the one. Okay, we found him. Oh, what the fuck? Used to him dying off with one shot. No. The rupee. How did they make rupees not an auto pickup? When did they decide that was a good idea? Alright. Oh shit. No, 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 that was bad. Oh, that was terrible. That was the opposite of good. I forgot they were out here. Eiffel! We must be going now. Do I have... Yeah, I've got some stuff. Old meaty balls. Have that steak and that apple. Alright. That is just... so many caves. I almost want to make the assumption that this is just, you know, in this fucking zone, and there might be like a tree in multiple zones, and you get like fucking 200 caves to go to, and by the time you get all the way to the end and collect everything, you can ride that horse. That's my assumption. Because this just looks like an unholy amount of fucking caves. This man really out here giving me a single rupee. Getting done dirty. Oh boy. What is going on in here? Oh, there's a ton of them. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Did that really just fucking happen? Oh, that's bad. Jesus Christ. I tried to leave the menu lock on and press jump to go backwards. And all Link did instead was jump in spot. Alright, what am I doing this for? This is a waste of my fucking time. And resources. Every cave is like another quarter, it's like 3 weapons, another third of my fucking arrows. Everything's just... I think that's actually like a really big pet peeve of mine about these games, is that, especially early on, it is way too expensive to invest in any extraneous combat. Any combat you don't absolutely 100% need to happen, or need to do, there's just no incentive to do it because it uses up so many valuable resources. Like 6 rupees per arrow is unhinged. I've gotta get all of this fucking B-roll so that Mark doesn't have to stretch out footage. So if I go on a 10-minute rant mid-review, he's got footage to work with. And isn't just reusing shit. Yeah, no, it's not 6 rupees for a bundle of 20, it's 6 rupees per fucking arrow. Which is just ludicrous. Absolutely insane. And I don't know why you're not able to just craft your own arrows yet. Like, in a game that you craft damn near everything. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go back up there. Oh yeah, do you not bring your horse with you when you fast travel? Oh, that would be so dumb. Why are they so insistent on some of this shit? Like, in what universe do I not want to have access to my horse at all times? And why would you punish the player for not bringing their horse with them absolutely everywhere they went? Because now I'm just out here, and my options are go tame another fucking horse, or just walk. Is it gonna be the fucking other horse setting off the alarm again? Wow. All of these horses are easy. They don't put up a fight, which means they're trash horses. Alright. Cross the bridge again. Calm down. Mark, did you enjoy listening to people ask incessantly over and over again what the estimate was on the number of homes lost, despite the fact that this fire is still out of control and it would be literally impossible to send anyone in to have any idea? I know I did. Nova Scotia Media's track record of just wasting their time and everyone else's time never ceases to amaze. Alright, so evidently we did not get the armor piece in here. We really do need better. Like like the questions people ask are just. It took 3/4 into the conference before somebody actually asked the pertinent question. Why was it so difficult to get information on this fire for like the first 5 hours after it was pretty widely known to be a problem? Even if it was, like, just like when there was fire out, there's no... I wouldn't say its proximity to Jeff one way or the other, because all it does is it means people have an easier time of trying to, like, have an idea of where he may or may not live. So I'm just, like, I'm not even gonna... People have been asking me, but the general idea is that I'm not going to say whether or not it is. Because it's just another way for people to have an idea. Guess I'm gonna use this again. But yeah, anytime something happens in the province or some shit and somebody asks me that question, they just don't get an answer. They don't need to know. If Jeff wanted people to know anything that was an issue, just like if I wanted anyone to know if it was an issue, I would just say it. Alright, we're down bad in 10K on this shit. There is a rock lord in here, it's true. And it may be that I need to actually, fight the Rock Lord for the armor. Which would be bad, because I don't think I'm equipped for that right now. But we're gonna, take a look around first. So question, because they how they did the mechanics for throwing items, let's say for whatever reason you had no weapons left in your inventory, you're down bad, the fight's drawn out, you ran out of weapons. How do you throw an item if you can't start the throwing mechanic because you don't have a weapon? Do you just no longer have the ability to throw weapons? Hey, as it turned out, we're fine. Ooh, armor up. Or not armor up, attack up. Lovely. Okay, so you can, it's just that you have less of a window because he does this animation. Oy vey! An interesting idea for how to execute that mechanic. Yoink. Well. Now that we've got those, I guess I can equip that if I want to do a little bit more damage. I don't necessarily need the rubber right now. Or I can take the one that allows me to climb better. Oh yeah, I gotta put my hood on too. Figure it out. Fucking ram that head right into the rock. There you go. That was the way to do it. Chill. Alright, so... I'm really... I don't know, I feel like I have to qualify this with this. I'm really not trying to be nitpicky. But it kind of drives me fucking a little crazy how few crossing points you have with some of these major rivers and shit. Like, I'm just trying to navigate this fucking... This massive map to be relatively efficient. It already takes forever to get from point A to point B. I can't just call my horse whenever. There's a question for you guys. As players of this and Breath of the Wild, do you think... Oh, for fuck's sakes. I don't have time for you right now. Do you think you should be able to call your horse whenever? When you're out on the open field? Or do you like that you can only have your horse whenever you are near enough to call it? Man, these horses are always doing me dirty. No. Another doo-doo butter. Be free! That would've been cool, Mark, but I don't know how... I don't know how you do that without making it a bit broken, for those who haven't played the game yet. Bridles and stuff? Oh, you mean as far as a horse is concerned? Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. Yeah. I mean, they give you your horses, for God's sake. I think it's just a good quality of life to be able to call your horse whenever. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the world is fucking huge, right? Like, the world is mammoth. And so, the horse is like your lifeline. To not be, like, traveling for fucking 5 years. Oh, we got a 4-banger. Every time I get a 4-piece, I feel like I need to go and... see... let's see... Where's the nearest... Oh, it's so far away. For fuck's sakes. There's gotta be one up here somewhere. I wouldn't say he's the fastest fucking horse in the world. Not bad. Come on. Hey, new reward available. Four stamina, 3 speed, 3 pull, 4 strength. Help! The horse is a band-aid! Be free. I'll be right back. Use the washroom real quick, guys. Did you hear about the huge fight that broke out in Home Depot? People were fighting over doors because they were unhinged. Oh, for fuck's sakes. You're a mess. Okay. I still don't really, like, is pull supposed to be how much weight that they can pull if you put a card on them or something? Is that the idea? Oh, see you later, Depride. What are we talking? Why are we talking about Ozempic? What? How the fuck did Ozempic? How did we end up talking about Ozempic? What the fuck? This is the most random. Just dat bread things.
Oh.
You know who doesn't skip leg day? Beetle. Big band Beetleborg. Big band Beetleborg. Go on, Beetle. I, the tiger, buddy. You can do it. Starting to rain now, you better get in there. Woo! Fire-resistant clothes in Goron City. Oh, yes. LCS is a shit show right? Oh, bro, it's in shambles. LCSPA has voted to walk out and not play an opening day on opening day this week because LCS owners voted to drop all academy teams and kill the semi-pro scene. Woof! LCS teams are legally obligated to field teams, so Riot and LCS are panicking to get anyone to play. Okay, hold on. So if they're legally obligated to field teams, but the LCSPA has voted to do a walkout and aren't playing, so the players are walking out, but the teams, how are the players not just fucked? Oh yeah, I gotta go find it. Maybe I should do that. Great fairies nearby here. In the woods. Oh, I see. And none of the teams in the contracts had anything about players having, you know, being obligated to play. Wow. Interesting. That's a bit of oversight, what? Korean guys, the game 9:30 again tonight? Do you have a fish stick? Yes, I have a fish stick. Is my fly open? Wasn't aware everyone was seeing that right now. My apologies. The South Park episode that Streisand affected the shit out of Kanye West for months. Oh, the helicopter D. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Whee! LCS is trying to get scabs to cross picket lines and get players to play. Wow. You know what? You know it would be absolutely insane if they managed to find enough players to put this together, and even though the players aren't top tier, the games were like closer and super hype. Like, how embarrassing would that be? Oh, fuck. Fancy shield. Whoop. This is fine. No matter what, Riot loses because sponsors will be pissed and Riot can't afford any more losses on the LCS. Well, like, I would have to assume that the LCS, like, minor league, which is essentially what that was, right? was getting canned because they had no money. Like, it's like this endless catch-22. Like, they're trying to find ways to save money. The league commissioner quit and they still don't have a replacement? Holy fuck. Wow. What a 5-alarm fire. What is that button even doing? Oh. Oh. Okay. That's tough. Fucking hell, dude. What an absolute shit show. Yeah, bordering on having a union bust. Fucking dry skin is back. All it takes for me is like one day where I have to go out and mask up for long enough and like the moist hot air from wearing the mask all day and my face is just salty AF. It's a little bit stupid that this has to be said, but we're having to remind people here pretty consistently to stop trying to fly drones over top of the affected fire areas. Oh, I saw this one Korean guy, he goes right through the fence. Yeah, that dude is fucking salty. Yeah, trying to fly drones through there, as if there's not helicopters and water bombers trying to go in and out of that airspace at low altitude to drop water. People really got their big gigabrain hats on. Gotta figure out where they put the ferry, if she's down low or up high. More B-roll for Mark! Bum, 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 bum. What were the file sizes been like, Mark? I don't know. You've been away. I don't know if these ones are any smaller because the resolution is smaller, or if the variable bitrate's still like pegging the fucking video sizes to the ceiling. Oh, it's all good. I was just interested. Oh boy. Oh dear. Time to get lost in here. Alright, you know what? You should probably not join us. I'll be back in 3 to 4 years. Yeah, you can delete Elden Ring now. Yeah. Summer Game Fest, open for co-stream June 8th. Need to sign up if you're interested. Oh, just to be able to, like, actually stream the event while you're watching it. That might be fun, but I think we'll let them do their thing. I haven't had a chance to really, I don't think I'll have the time to watch them, in real time that frequently. The Thursday? It's always a Thursday. Trying to remember what the gimmick was. For this shit. If that's assuming it's the same as Breath of the Wild's was. Or maybe you had to get lost a few times before somebody shows up and like, hey Link, you're a fucking dumbass. I can hear the NOS spinning up as Mark accesses it. I'm trying to remember, I just remember like slow walking and you could like kind of tell. I didn't even go anywhere there. Yeah, there was a tell with like torches or something. Didn't want to let you in on the first try? It's probably because it was in, sleep mode. Or something, Mark. It was in low power mode. Sometimes it wants you to take a couple of stabs at it while it spins up. Honkai 4 gigs, this 5 minutes 1.5 gigs. Well, that's definitely an improvement. $69.9 megabytes per second. Nice. I wonder if I have to do something else first to figure this out. Although that doesn't seem likely. Or if you have to go from a different entrance? Because, I mean, there's really nowhere for me to fucking go. Everywhere I go, I'm getting cock-blocked. There's nothing is standing out to me at all. At first I thought maybe the trees, but... Like, look, you can't... What the fuck? Okay, fine. Fuck you. I'll come back later. You win. You win. This is going up to Goronville, I would imagine. Hmm. Oh, don't be stupid. See, this whole part right here of the game is the worst part of the fucking game. It's... fuck you, horse. Go fucking run off a cliff. Won't even turn left or right, for God's sake. You're like Derek goddamn Zoolander. This is the worst part of the game. It's the... somehow they managed to make exploration and progression of your skills the least engaging part of the game. I don't know how exactly you do that, but they found a way. They found a way. And part of me, part of me wonders why you can't just have your horse come with you to some degree, because ultimately, the horse won't come with you when you fast travel, even if you're riding it. But if you go over here, and you talk to the boy, and you tell him to board the horse, it pulls the horse from literally anywhere on the map. And then I can take the horse again. And now here's Eiffel 65. It's just like it's like the horse traveling, fast traveling, but with extra steps. Wow, her name is literally Violin. Perfect. So Lost Woods is a no-go from whatever I can fucking figure right now, and if it is a go, I don't know what the fuck the goddamn solution is. There's nothing there that's telling me or giving me any real insight. So that's whatever. Which means, I guess, we can either just go right back to continuing the main quest line and just go down into the depths. I guess. God, why doesn't the horse just come with you? It's so fucking dumb. So stupid. Chronic kidney disease can now be detected on an ECG by AI. What? That's wild. CKD is an asymptomatic in people at early stages, something to do with how the electrolyte imbalance affects the heart, and hence... Oh, interesting. Huh. We're about to jump into the world's butthole. Wish me luck. Oh, that's how the treasure maps work? They're all part of the depths? Interesting. I'm assuming that's how you get out of here.
Ah. Ah.
Oh, fuck, I do. Why would it say I don't at the top?
Oh. Ah.
Excellent, Mark. Well, that looks like something. That's the tree's butthole. Okay. Is that the method of unlocking the map down here, it seems? Alright. I welcome our new AI overlords. AI overlords. Google search with the ability to talk to you. Don't mind me, boys. Just strolling through. Flying blind. I don't have time for you right now. I have a tree butthole to touch. Well, I'm still going with tree. Oh, Dapbread's back already with the secret tunnel memes. Gotta firm up the man boobs? Oh yeah, me too. Gloom enemies suck. Literally? Oh, we can finally take nudes! Oh, God, we've been waiting forever. Oh, you are not- this is not Pokemon. Robbie, this ain't Pokemon. I'm not out here taking pictures of every horse's butthole for you. Statue with raised arm. Make sure we capture it in all of its glory. Amazing. It's not even the frame that I just took that picture in. It's like the entire thing. Okay. Great. Got him. Truly amazing. All right. Did you know the flavor for hickory sticks comes from the smoked horse anuses? Hickory smoked horse butthole? You know, I feel like we've missed out on an opportunity somewhere that somebody could have had a... Well, let's not do that. Could have had a Dr. Tran branded hickory smoked meat product of some kind. What up, Lolium? Is that like this more in Breath of the Wild? No. I'm not liking it less, per se. But I wouldn't say that I'm enjoying it more either. It's kind of like a trade-off. So on one hand, I'm enjoying the puzzle solving to a degree. There's, you know, you can Rube Goldberg your machine your shit into oblivion, or you can just, you know, full send a giant stick somewhere to solve your problem. Which is better than the motion controlled fuckery that Breath of the Wild had. But then, you know, they didn't really fix or improve a lot of the shit that needed quality of life updates. And there's still a lot of the you know, the sideshow fuckery. But otherwise, I mean, it's... I don't know, I think this game's best quality, or not best quality, but its most impressive feat is that all of this runs on the Switch. Now, that's not like glowing praise, clearly, because it's just like, hey, congratulations, this really complicated game runs on the Switch. It doesn't mean it's great. There's a lot going on. I would argue there's too many mechanics at this point. Some of them are really silly in their implementations. Silver Fox, welcome back, 85 months in a row in total. Bless ya. Hope you're doing well. I attached 16 rockets to a giant log penis with 6 bombs at the front, straight into the stable today. 'Cause fuck this horse shit. That's terrible. Terrible! That's true, Dr. Tran was ahead of its time. That's fair.
Oh.
Oh, so what you're telling me is the stuff within the depths is just a metaphorical physicalization of depression. Perfect.
Oh. Yep. Oh.
Alright, so we need to go back to the lookout. Hi ho, hi ho. Tyler Hero has been upgraded to questionable ahead of tonight's game. Mm-hmm. That's gotta be some bullshit. I don't believe you. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Yeah.
Goggles and Swordsman. These names. Alright. Selfies in the dark. Completed. Legit tweet to Tire Hero and Victor Oladipo again out tomorrow. The only other Heat player on injury report is Vincent, who's questionable. Bro, that ankle is as sprained as my dick is long. It ain't sprained at all. That man was just fucking giving her. Yeah, the level of sprain on that ankle is as minimal as humanly possible. He was yeeting himself around the court. Just body flying all over the place. Mopping the floor and everything. I'm surprised. Wait, what is Oladipo out with again? Well, damn, we really unlocked all this map and managed to only gain access to one of the regions. That's impressive. Truly impressive. That's up in the mountains. This goes around the mountains up. Although you could go through the wetlands, I guess, theoretically. I was like that with Breath of the Wild, where I like went to every fucking region essentially and just unlocked the map before I could get going. But I think one of the weaknesses of Breath of the Wild and in turn Tears of the Kingdom is that while you can see that they did make some attempts to do it, they probably could have spent more time finding ways to naturally progress players in a way that didn't make them feel railroaded, but still kind of sent them in better directions to unlock things like the maps, or the map pieces and whatnot. Because it's so open that even though, you know, if you were to follow, for example, say the main quest line to a degree, you know, you'll see them out on the map. But there's so much going on, and it's so easy to get sidetracked, because you're like, okay, I need to do shrines, because I need to get heart pieces, and etc, etc. I still don't have the shit unlocked to be able to fucking actually use all of these shrine things to upgrade my shit, and I don't remember how you even did it in Breath of the Wild. But that's why I'm doing the main quest line again. I'm assuming that the main quest line is eventually going to take me back, and tell me what the fuck I'm doing to upgrade that shit, because I honestly can't remember. I guess we could go down Gerudo, but... What did I forget, Drekka? Just tell me. Hand banana, put the fucking emote you love so much in chat, and then just tell me. I honestly, if it's... I'm not doing that hardcore like I was with Elden Ring, because this game is like Liberace sequin fucking outfit levels of too much shit going on. I'm trying to remember how, like, what the process was for cashing in my light sources from the shrines to upgrade, you know, hearts or stamina. Oh, right, Oladipo with the torn tendon for his kneecap. Oh, it's the goddess statues. Oh, okay. The center of the lookout? Perfect.
Oh. Ah.
I feel like somebody told me, or like, I think Pura told me about it, but I thought when she mentioned the emergency shelter or whatever the fuck, I thought she just meant, like, where we already were. Like, I'm just, like, there was no marker above this guy's head or anything, so I just assumed he was just a regular ass fucking NPC. Incredible.
Ah.
Literally not a clue. I know I can be a bit fucking vapid sometimes with games, but you got, if this is something that's sitting around here, you really should probably put a marker above the guy's head. Like, I read all of the highlighted words and shit, and I was like I said, I registered that she talked about the emergency shelter. I just assumed the lookout was the emergency shelter. I didn't think I rushed through shit so fast to be missing something so fucking blatant. Oh no, it's not. I'm not trying to be like upset or anything. I'm just talking out loud about it, Draco. But I don't remember rushing through any of the conversations with, but I feel like I'm getting, like, do I got, like, amnesia? Like, how the fuck do I miss something like this, or, like, other quest lines? I mean, there's gotta be a better fucking way. Like, I remember when I first got here, and I talked to Pura up here, above, and she was like, hey, and it shows, like, a camera shot out here, or whatever the fuck it was. Alright, before I fucking die. Everyone's favorite mechanic. And she, like, showed that, and I was just like, oh, well, I mean, this looks like a fucking shelter in general. It's a fucking entire fort. I didn't, like, assume, and when she was like, talk to the, I believe she said talk to the dude out there. But I was like, I don't really need to talk to him. I mean, I see the shop is over there, and that's fine, so whatever, I'll just go about my business. I didn't think that talking to him was going to result in opening the fucking, an entire ass room underneath of here. Nick Nurse hired the 76ers, it happened, holy shit. I feel like that's important enough that they should probably railroad you a lot harder. Am I being unreasonable and I should just be paying, like, way more attention? But I'm, like, I remember the conversation, I just didn't think that talking to him was gonna fucking open up a hole in the ground. Like, should they maybe be a little bit more specific, or just have you definitely go over there, put a fucking marker over his head, make it part of, like, the early game quest chain? I mean, it even houses the first statue for you to be able to interact with to upgrade your heart containers and shit. Well, yeah, like, but when I'm checking the area, I'm just going around and, like, any game that has anything that's that important, there's a marker above somebody's head, or they send you there specifically. They make sure you don't miss it. You know, it's like, it's one thing to say, oh, okay, well, they're gonna go over there and find out that there's a shop. Right? But it's another thing to be like, the dude standing in the middle of a nondescript fucking, like, plateau is gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, we got a whole ass village underneath of here. Open the door, and also, like, some of the most important aspects of the early game are available down below. If I remember correctly, I'll have to go back and watch, you're talking to Pura up here, and then camera doesn't, like, the camera, like, pans, but it just looks like, I feel like the shot was just this. And she was talking about how, like, there was, like, the emergency shelter, you know, in the middle of the, of camp or whatever. I just assumed she meant the stuff that's set up inside this camp. And then she tells you, like, to go talk to the guy if you have questions or some shit or some fucking thing. Is how I remembered it anyway. And I was like, well, I don't need to talk to him. I can see everything here and just go fucking, you know, shop is there and whatever the fuck else. Goes from a doc to a nurse. There's the fucking headline. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't be the only person to have, like, not done that. Or to have done that. I have to imagine there are other people that got, like, hella deep into the game and then eventually was like, oh shit. And they either looked it up on their fucking phone and discovered this silly nonsense. Or stumbled upon it eventually. Like, that should be, like, you get out of the sky, you're down here, they should basically railroad your ass here. No open world fuckery, no crazy open world fuckery just yet. Get you here, this is your base camp, it's your first town, this is where you're gonna be going in and out early in the game. Talk to Pura, do the whole 9 yards. You're not even got your fucking camera yet, for example, you have to come back here a few times. Make sure that you got a marker over this guy's head, she sends you over there to do something else. Maybe you have to collect an item from the fucking place below to take it back to Pura because she needs it, and he's like, alright, here it is, open it up, bada bing, bada boom. Not only do you do a little mini quest that feels like it's just all part of the chain with Pura, but you also open up the fucking hole in the ground, you discover it's there, you know you can do shit down there, done. Instead, she's like, oh yeah, by the way, thing, there, guy, and that's the show. No marker, no nothing, just... Oh, there's more than one goddess statue. I get that, but this is like the first one in the game. Right? And you don't have the mechanic yet. And other than to have talked to the goddess statue to open that door, that's the closest you get. This game does a weird thing where it straddles a line between having assumed you've played Breath of the Wild and either A, remember a lot about it, or B, played it recently enough that it doesn't matter. And then C, and then on the other side, like the straddle is, it's like on one hand they think that you've played it already and know, and on the other hand they're still presenting this whole game as if you've never actually played it. And then when they decide to make it so that it's like you've never played it before versus not, they panned right to the guy, they zoomed in on him and shit. Great. I still don't think that would have changed, obviously it didn't change how I viewed it, I just assumed that that area was what she was talking about, and if I had questions I could go talk to the guy since he was like the head of the thing. Like, okay. I just didn't think it was that, I just didn't think he was that important. Maybe I glazed over more shit in the text. That's just what I gleaned from it. Worst case, you can use the one that you upgraded the first time with in the sky, so they do re-demonstrate the mechanic during the tutorial. But the shelter thing is miserable, I agree. Yeah. I don't know, I know this is sounding like me trying to make excuses. I know I'm fucking blind in games a lot. For like some really obvious shit, but I feel like this could have been this, but just in general, to be even more specific, I think the entire opening of this game is fucking horseshit. For what it needs to accomplish. It's a combination of too long, but like too long, not focused enough, and it's long because it's not focused, and doesn't really teach you a lot of shit. Like, for a game that, they can't decide if they want you to be able to learn, or to have to learn absolutely every facet of the game, or not, and they don't know if they should be putting it in front of you immediately or not, and they don't know if it's because, like, you know, they're trying to figure out, like, have you played Breath of the Wild, have you not played Breath of the Wild, how do we tackle this, and all it ends up being is, like, R. Kelly piss in the sky for, like, 4.5 hours, and you come down to Earth. And even before then, the game opens up so broad that you could treat it as an open fucking, an open-ended experience right off the rip and miss a ton of shit. I mean, this is, if I'm gonna give Elden Ring shit for pre-patch, not making it obvious enough where you can go to actually do the tutorial stuff, I have to I'd be remiss to not mention it here, where they could have done a lot more with a game that has 1,000 more mechanics. Because I don't... It's not about hand-holding. Like, there's... So, like, again, like, for example, my favorite game in the world is The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. And one of the most famous fucking scenes in gaming is when you leave the excise office and the screen pops up and it says, basically, like, you're on your own now, fucking good luck, bitch, and then sends you on your way. But you are much better handled in Morrowind than here. You still need to have, you still want to have something. And Morrowind is much more straightforward in that the combat and whatnot is all very fucking rudimentary. Whereas here, it's like, Jesus Christmas. They got a lot going on. And clearly they want to show you it, otherwise a lot of the beginning part of this game wouldn't even exist. So yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I don't want games to hold my hand, you know, forever and ever and ever. I don't want a Final Fantasy, you know, 15 or 13 where 45 hours into the game, I'm still getting a railroaded tutorial section. Where I've already, like, you know, but at the same time, do I necessarily want to have a game be so hands-off, despite having a cornucopia of mechanics, that the early game becomes a muddled, confusing mess? Not really. I would rather them have a better balance of putting it in front of you. Well, at least we have some hearts, so we'll survive like one hit now. The dream. Go back down here because I did see what looked to be a side quest dream. Ah.
Oh.
Here, have an apple. It's only been in my pocket for the last 4 or 5 days. Screenshot if you want to feel shame. I'm not trying to fucking make excuses. I'm telling you, I know I'm fucking blind about it. Yeah, see, I was reading through this like super fucking quick, and I was just, like I said, I remember everything being about it. I just assumed that the entire area was the emergency shelter. And where the entrance was, I'm just looking at the fucking giant doorway behind him. I didn't assume that the emergency shelter... I wasn't thinking Fallout 76, where the emergency shelter was a fucking, you know, prepper bunker in the middle of the region. Just didn't think that heavy about it. I still think, I still don't know why you wouldn't want to have something like this area just be as simple as Pura asking for, or Pura to go ask you to go get something here so that you had to come here to see this. It would take literally 5 fucking seconds. And then it's done. Instead of just like showing you that, no marker on, or anything, just fuck it. And then away you go. Like, it's not asking for a lot.
Hi.
Oh god, food spoiling mechanic? Not only do your weapons degrade, but your food does too! I think they have it closed, easier to find Pura, cut down on locations. I mean, I think that might be a stretch. She's literally just right here. In her home. With a marker. Like a quest marker. They don't make it particularly challenging to find her. There's like, Goggles is there, and Goggles is like, she's upstairs! Great. Cheers, Goggles. What up, Seth? Yeah, I think when we head out, we're just gonna end up going for Gerudo. Go for it, Zeth. I've got a few minutes before I gotta head out and take him to work. Holding the brutalized and mangled corpse of the SARS-CoV-2 viroid. Oh my god, Zeth. Oh. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, that's it. It's a short stream today, guys. I had so much to do this afternoon, this morning, and, off stream, and, I'm gonna have to take Em into work. And gonna watch the basketball game when I get back. Yeah. Well, at least we have the camera and we have some hearts. I can't lie. I'm actually just kind of fucking pissed off that is where that was the whole time. I'm just kind of annoyed by it. Nope, I'm making a smoothie. He's got the cement mixer going. Thing is loud as hell. just fucking annoyed. I'm annoyed at the whole opening of this game. I gotta be real. I really do think the opening of this game is fucking terrible. It's slow, it's plodding. They simultaneously put you in, like, tutorial hell while somehow not putting you in tutorial hell. I don't even know how you get that kind of purgatorial bullshit to happen. I'm still not in any- I just still don't feel like I'm in any kind of game groove whatsoever. I still feel like I'm in some sort of just, like, I'm existing in this fucking game, but I'm not actually doing anything. While I'm also doing shit. Like, it's just like, I feel like I'm in a world where they stuck a whole bunch of fucking puzzles on an overworld and just let you loose. And there's a story in here, but they don't really fucking care if you interact with any part of it. There's not... It takes so fucking long to get from town to town, especially in the early game, before you've unlocked the ability to just fast travel everywhere. And you don't know where the towns are, unless, again, unless, I don't know if they are. I don't remember the map from Breath of the Wild enough to know, to think to look exactly where the towns were before. I'm assuming they are pretty much in the same fucking place. So unless you've got, like, memorized them, you gotta go and fucking find them again. I think Kakariko Village is in the same place, so that's... But, like, what is this game? Is this a Zelda game, or is this just a sandbox? Like, this game has so much shit. And so little of it is coherently glued together in a way for you to follow, even tangentially. Fuck. And I'm trying to figure it in my mind what it is that like if I compare this to Morrowind, where they're also very hands-off early in the game, they send you on your fucking way. Cassius or whatever is your main contact for the Blades, which as far as you know is like who you just go to see in Balmora after you leave Sedanin. And that's like it. You get to him, you talk, and he mostly tells you to maybe interact with like the guilds and whatnot at the very least. So like there's a little bit more direction there, but it's still pretty open, but you're still getting like some decent direction. Here, it's like, yes, there's quests, but a lot of them are like, the distances are so fucking great that you get distracted so fucking easily, and none of what I'm doing feels particularly fucking connected to the main story to this point, because I'm mostly just unlocking abilities. I haven't really done anything yet that is working me towards solving something, some part of the fucking mystery. And some of that's because I've gone off to like try to unlock parts of the map. Some of it is because the game just drags for a goddamn eternity in the early game. Some of it is because the early questing that you're doing is almost specifically designed just for you to be unlocking aspects of your gear and not really actually driving a story anywhere. Like, the story is there, but it's like it's not. Like, you're, like the story is out there, you're driving towards the story, but, like, just, it's more like in parallel, you're going into a neighboring fucking town. Yep. And so what am I left with at this point in the game after I played for as long as we have? I enjoy and appreciate the complexity and the number of ways in which you can solve puzzles, whether they were the intended solution or not. And I think that's really cool. I like that people can build crazy, wacky things, even if it's completely unnecessary. That's great. But none of those, like, neither of those things are built in to the game in such a way that it feels like it's part of the main game experience or part of the story. It just feels like it's there. But yet it's still an important, like, and it bothers me because so many people love the fuck out of this game, and they think it's incredible. And it bothers me a lot, not because I'm annoyed that somebody thinks a game is good and or likes a game and I don't, but from the standpoint that I feel like I'm just missing something. I feel like I'm disassociating from fucking reality. Like there's some aspect of this that I'm not grasping, or like I can't seem to like get to a point. Like even the games I hate the most, I still like, I look at it and I go, okay, I understand why you like this. Like it's not me, but I get it. I'm having a hard time, just like with Breath of the Wild, I'm having a hard time reconciling, like they're good games, but they're not Zelda, but they're and good is the operative word, not excellent. So like on one hand, like, and how do I review this when the time comes? I mean, I've got like 80 fucking hours of this game to go. How do I review this when the time comes? Like, do I review it from the standpoint of like the cohesive experience and everything that comes with it, or do I review it from the standpoint that I look at it and go, this is a technical masterclass from having anything that has this level of complexity run on something like the Nintendo Switch? And the building and whatnot aspects are all done in such a manner that it's basically flawless, with very little flaw to all of it, which is impressive considering you can even rewind and fucking send forward in time all these objects interacting with one another. That's incredibly impressive. So like all that's like really good, but then how do I... But like, so do I give it big numbers because it, like that, because of those things? Or do I say, okay, those are great, but if you put those in the confines of the game, as a whole, where everything comes together, does it feel like it belongs, or does it feel like it's just really fucking neato mechanics that are done well, that aren't doing anything to be part of the greater whole? Just be there. Instead, it's there. It's like, it just ends up feeling like it's Breath of the Wild, but here's a whole bunch of new fucking mechanics, and they're on the side here. And like, there's Ganon. And Zelda. Yep. And so, I don't know. I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out how that's gonna all come together when the time comes, but for now, I'm still holding out hope, and I do believe, because I know we're not in the meat and the potatoes yet of the game. I know we're still at a point where we are not in the real groove of the gameplay loop, per se. I know that's still to happen. So we're getting there, and hopefully when that happens and we get, maybe some of these questions I have will start to be answered. I feel disappointed that after having played as long as we have, that I still have those questions in the first place, because it signals to me that perhaps the beginning is just not well managed. But I gotta get out of here. I gotta take him to work. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by for the short meme dream. I appreciate it. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're feeling extra fancy. And until then, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Stay safe, have a good one. As always, good luck! Have emergency shelters. They're handy.